Hello, everybody. This is going to just be a theory to what's going to be happening in Season 5. I sadly wasn't a part of the missile launch. I was busy that day. But after watching multiple videos on the launch, I have a few theories that I think are going to be happening throughout Fortnite in Season 5. But if you were lucky enough to see the missile launch, you guys obviously seen all the portals that opened up the missile to go in and out of, and then eventually the one that happened at Loot Lake to crack the sky. One theory I do have is if you ever seen the movie Avengers, where at the way end with the big monster fight, the portal in the sky actually allowed most of the aliens to come through. That was one theory I have because the Visitor is obviously an alien that came down from the meteor from last season, and he's the one that sent the missile into the sky, and he was the one to crack the sky. That was one theory. I don't know if that's actually going to happen. It would be kind of cool to see where they go from that, but I think they want to start fresh, and that's going into my next theory. So my next theory actually is from a page that I've seen on Instagram, and it is stating that the Visitor is using the rocket to go home. The rocket fails to land in moisty mire and ruins the world. They want the world to go back to normal, so they build a time machine to take them back. This brings them back in time to the past, which means that pretty much Season 5 is going to be like a history type theme, where they have like Egyptians and then the Roman gods and just Greek mythology and all that. And they're going to build a time machine to do that. I don't know where they would locate the time machine if they're to do that, but that was a cool theory that I seen, so I thought I would share that with you. And my last theory actually goes along with what everyone's been saying, is that we're actually in a dome, and that the crack actually is us in a dome, and now that the crack every day is getting larger and larger, and eventually is going to crack the dome around us, and we'll see the world for what it actually is. I don't know about that theory actually, because going into the last season with the meteors flying in, and why wouldn't that have cracked the dome at that point? So that's why I'm going more towards it actually being like a realm or a portal that is going to allow something to come in, or it's going to allow us to go out. So I don't know too much about the dome theory. That's a cool theory to think, but I pretty much am thinking against that theory. Going back to the missile launch itself, so when the missile was actually fully in the sky and started eventually turning around, there was audio in the sky, and actually there was someone talking, and people are up in the air about it because they don't know if it was one voice or two voices and what exactly they said. And what I came up with, there is actually two separate voices, and I'm gonna give you what I think they said, and it'll be voice one, then voice two, then voice one. So voice one said zero possibility of life. Then voice two responds saying sending coordinates. And then voice one responds again saying engaging multi-field accelerator. Or there's another possibility, actually two possibilities, saying particle accelerator or quantum field accelerator. So either way, it's something field accelerator. It's just I don't know what one is which and which one is actually correct. But for the voices part, that's where I also want to know who is talking. One voice has to be the Visitor, of course, but what is the second voice? Is it Omega, or could it be Fate, or could it be another character that we haven't seen yet? But that's another question that's up in the air right now. But what a lot of people don't actually realize, things in the map are changing. First, of course, from Anarchy with the missile tip actually in Anarchy now. But also in Lonely Lodge, there is a portal that opened up, and I noticed this when I came back the day that the missile actually launched. It was just a little like orb, and today it actually is a crack in the realm, and I'm gonna show you that clip now. So as you can see, there actually is a crack in the realm, and there's actually another spot that I noticed that has it, and that's the motel. And right now it's just a little orb, but you can tell that it's going to eventually start getting bigger and eventually probably crack, just like how Lonely Lodge looks. And I'm going to show you that clip right now. Now we just sit here wondering what's going to be Season 5. Fortnite is doing really well on actually keeping the game fresh and giving you a new storyline to each season. I really do enjoy that. The weapons in the game do need to be fixed, but that's a conversation for a different day. But for now, this is pretty cool. I do like where they're going with all this, and I think it's a possibility that we might see a new map coming out, or at least an add-on to this map to make it bigger and make it more fresh. So that'll be always nice. But for now, leave your theories in the comments below and have a great day. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you so much. Goodbye.